Tonight on Trendz Live, we explore the growing trend of permanent makeup for men and how more are embracing cosmetic enhancements to refine their facial features. We also step inside a perfume factory for an exclusive look at the artistry, science, and craftsmanship behind some of our most beloved scents. Then we go behind the scenes of one of South Africa's top soapies, Skeem Saam, giving you an insider look at what it takes to bring the show to life. And finally, we join the conversation on cyberbullying and disability awareness as youth leader Seabelo Mabitsela joins us in studio. Stay with us, where culture, conversation, and creativity meet at a pulse of modern living. It is Trendz Live.
Oh yes, it's a feel-good Saturday. Welcome to Trendz Live on SABC News, coming to you live from Auckland Park, Johannesburg. I'm Ndisi, but you can call me Mne. Thank you so much for allowing us into your home and making us your number one stop for entertainment. It's another installment of feel-good lifestyle, culture, and music entertainment. Please follow and connect with us on our social media. Our handle on X is @Trendz on SABC. So much to do, so little time, but we've got an incredible show that we cannot wait to give to you. Let's kick things off with a look at things that are making headlines on our entertainment news space. Have a look.
Earlier this week, pop star Madonna wiped her Instagram feed and updated her website with confessions on a dance floor 2 visuals, signaling that a sequel for her 2005 disco-infused album may be on the way. The visuals on her website featured a speaker between 2 legs, donned in fishnet stockings and shiny boots, as well as Confessions 2 and COADF2 signage. The new project would be the singer's first studio album since Madame X in 2019 and marks her return to Warner Records. Madonna, known for repeatedly reinventing herself, has been teasing a sequel to Confessions on the Dance Floor since 2024. No release date has been confirmed. Madonna, who shot fame in the early 1980s with hits like Holiday and Like a Virgin, has sold more than 300 million records worldwide. Known for pushing boundaries and sometimes provocative imagery, her work has influenced scores of artists. Britney Spears has admitted herself to a rehabilitation facility this week. According to the California Highway Patrol, the Piece of Me singer was arrested last month in Ventura County. The Highway Patrol said Spears, the sole occupant of the vehicle, showed signs of impairment due to the influence of combination of alcohol and drugs. It added she underwent a series of field sobriety tests. In 2007, Spears was charged with 1 count of hit and run causing property damage and 1 count of driving without a valid California driver's license, both misdemeanors. A fisherman has won a Picasso painting worth of $1.18 million in a non-profit raffle. The winner, Ari Hodora, a 59-year-old software engineer from Paris, was selected at random at Christie's auction house in Paris from 120,000 tickets sold at €100 apiece. The raffle proceeds will fund an Alzheimer's disease research launched in 2013. The One Picasso for €100 raffle aims to support charities by giving participants a chance to win an original work by the famed Spanish artist. This was the 3rd edition. For the 2nd edition in 2020, an Italian woman won Picasso's still life Nature's Morte with a ticket that she had received as a Christmas gift from her son. Proceeds were donated to sanitation projects in schools and villages in Cameroon, Madagascar, and Morocco.
We're back with more entertainment news next week. Now, as grooming trends evolve, more men are turning to aesthetic treatments to enhance their look. They do this by using techniques like permanent lip tinting and scalp micropigmentation to define their features. These treatments aren't just about completely changing your appearance, they're about refining what's already there. We visited a specialized studio to explore this growing trend. Have a look.
Today, more men are embracing subtle cosmetic procedures designed to enhance, not change their natural features. So we ask, does permanent makeup make men more feminine?
Oh, no, I don't think so. It doesn't, nah. Pink lip doesn't make men feminine, it just makes you look clean.
The treatments are less about transformation and they're more about refinement.
We have people who, we have smokers or people who suffer from high pigmentation. So if they want to gain a natural color that makes them look clean, they come to us and we give them a shade that makes them look clean or beautiful, I think. So that's why we do lip blush as well. I used to be a smoker myself and I lost my natural shade of my lips. So I also to do lip blush to just have that clean, beautiful looking shade on my lips.
The SMP process involves depositing pigment into the skin, mimicking natural hair follicles.
Even with the beard, if you have patches on the beard, with SMP, there's also SMP beard, where we can make your beard look fuller. SMP can be done on existing beards that have patches to just make them full, like myself. SMP stands for scalp micropigmentation, also known as medical hair tattoo.
The process allows for a low-maintenance solution that keeps men looking polished every day.
There was a time I just saw it through Crystal Diego, wherever he is publishing, so I was very interested. So I tried just to contact him, and then I was appreciating whatever I was doing. So from time to time, I was just writing to him, discussing with him, so that when I be ready, when I be free, so that I'll come, so that we can conclude this issue after so long time, because I was just struggling with my baldness. So I said, I can't suffer in this way. I can go there so that he can do the same miracle that he did with other persons.
The process allows for an enhancement that creates an illusion of fuller and more structured hair growth.
When I arrive here, we go for consultation. I will have to ask you if you have any health issues, and I'll want to know the shade that you want to have. Do you want to have a strong dark shade or a very natural one? So with the hairline, you've got two types of hairlines that I give here. I give you a sharp hairline or a diffused hairline. A sharp hairline is like you having a haircut with a nice trim, and a diffused hairline is like having a haircut without being trimmed. Yeah, so we've got older people prefer the diffused hairline and the younger ones prefer the sharp hairline. Yeah, and from there, if you're okay, we draw the hairline, we apply the numbing cream for an hour so that you don't feel any discomfort. With the needles, I use micro needles, the size of hair follicles. And we use organic ink, it's medical grade, to replicate hair follicles. And then you just get an instant hairline like that.
Yeah, you know what? I think I need me some of that balding treatment. Anyway, Africa's creative voice continues to make waves on the global stage, and now a new platform is set to take that even further. The Mzansi Atlanta Creative Industry Expo, also known as MACI, is an international initiative connecting African creatives with the diaspora, opening doors to collaboration, innovation, and global market access. Taking place in Atlanta from the 25th of May to the 2nd of June, the expo brings together key players across music, fashion, film, and the broader creative economy. We're now joined by the organizer, Veronica Modieleng, to unpack this exciting cultural exchange and what it means for African creatives looking to expand their footprint globally. Veronica, welcome to Trendz Live.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm doing wow. How are you?
I'm surviving. I'm here.
You know what? Survival is good.
Yeah, but everything is good. I'm good.
I love it. Let's chat quickly, Veronica.
Sure.
I want to start at the very beginning. What inspired the creation of MACI?
Mayor Andrew Dickinson,
Okay.
the mayor of Atlanta himself.
Uh-huh.
He showed initiative in being part of Africa and open doors to Atlanta and said to us, Atlanta is the gateway to America and everybody feels at home in Atlanta. So South Africa, come on board. We're ready for you.
I see. Look, when you created Macy, it was to bridge the gap between Africa and the diaspora. Maybe let's chat about a bit more about the gaps that you are trying to fill in the creative industry.
So the gap I'm trying to fill is access to market and access to opportunities and access to collaboration. So the mayor spoke about the bridge. So this is the actual bridge being built. I didn't want it to end up by talking, but I heard what she said and I took initiative to say, but on this speech you said this and this, and I'm willing to try this and work with you. And then that's when they came on board as the our strategic partner in Atlanta.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Look, you speak about the expo. It's a cross-sector thing, really.
Yes.
It's between music, there's fashion,
Yes.
there's also film. Talk
Yeah.
to us about why it's important to have a cross-industry collaboration and why the expo thought that it's great to then put that on display.
I didn't want to be biased and focus on one thing, which is music that I love, but all creatives need the same opportunities. And music and film, you play music on film, you play music when you are doing your studio work as a creative. And the bridge that we are trying to close out is that opportunities are there, but African is under-leveraged. So we want to make sure that the spotlight is on Africa now. The sun is shining on the continent of Africa. So we're taking advantage of that opportunity to say, here we are, and we can do this as Africans. Here is our showcase. Come and see us. Come and see what we have to offer and collaborate with us. That's the message we take into Atlanta. One of the biggest things that came on our table is the partnership with Black Music Week, which is under the leadership of Mr. Malcolm Maldine, and also Reb Plug and Milk and Cookies as well. So those are the people that are just there to say, come, we are ready. Let's do this together.
Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting, Veronica. Look, so say I'm watching and I'm an African creative.
Yeah.
What kind of opportunities can I then expect, particularly those who are actually ready to break into an international market?
Like I said, we are in partnership with Craig King, who is a Grammy Award-winning producer. So musicians already, you're positioned. Michael McDean, who is Jermaine Dupri's father. So already you are positioned. So with the art galleries as well that we are working with, one of them is one of the biggest Black gallery in Atlanta. So for that already we're having conversation to say, can our work be exhibited in these galleries? And he's also opening doors to other galleries to say who can showcase this work. But the expo is to establish that relationship first, to say there is a movement, there is a coordinated way of doing this, and having to have our backup from our Department of Sports, Arts and Culture and other government department that we are still finalizing the talks, and also having to have the support of the DERCO International Relations on this one, to saying we are going there, especially the office that looks after the United States. So we are really trying to make sure that everything is on board, and also to represent South Africa as the first to do this, and to say, Africa, follow us. We are also inviting other African countries. It's not close to South African only, but it is a South African initiative that is leading this.
To pilot it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so well thought out. It's so meticulous. It truly is incredible. What have been some of the highlight moments for you in this journey? You know, things that you can be like, you know, even if you're not a creative, but you're like, oh, I'm in Atlanta and I want to like pop by and see as a spectator. What are some of the highlights that we can look forward to?
Definitely you have to be on the 25th of May when we're doing Africa Celebration. So we'll be celebrating Africa Day in Atlanta, and it will be at Ray Charles Performing Arts Center. So you need to come and see when we show our culture, our music, our fashion, our craft, to say this is who we are in our own story, in our own eyes, not through other people's eyes, but as purely African, telling the real stories of Africa. Also our storytelling night that will happen on the 2nd of June as a closing event. So coming here, African tell their stories. We're also partnered with a lab, Storyteller Lab, who are also going to partner on having to hear the Atlantan stories as well with Atlanta storytellers.
I love that. I think that's also like a cultural exchange.
Yes,
to say
yes,
like
definitely.
we are giving you some of us,
Yeah.
you give us some of you,
Yeah.
and let's just build a network.
Yeah,
Veronica.
and hip hop as well. Hip hop versus Amapiano versus hip hop concert as well at night on the 25th. That's one also highlight that people need to look out for. And the conversations, which is important, the conversations that about the industry. How do we grow the industry? How do we make sure that it's monetized? The policies that govern us, and how do we protect our IPs as creatives in this industry? Yeah.
Not you guys putting hip hop and Amapiano like against each other. Yo, ni wrong. Before I let you go, Veronica, because obviously this is the inaugural edition.
Yes,
but
yes.
what does success look like for you post this edition? When you like lying awake at night and you're like, oh, this is where I see this going. What do you envision?
I want to see South African artists having to understand how to build their wealth and how to brand themselves like the American creatives. And also to have testimony of people saying, I went there and I met so-and-so, here's my song, or here's the artwork that we worked on, or here's the fashion line that is coming up. So the collaborations that will come out there, we are taking delegations there, but I'm not taking people on a holiday. We are taking people to go and network and have opportunity, talk to the people. They will be there for you. Do some collaboration. What I love about Mr. Craig King is that he has writing camps after this. So he has a dot connector session that is going to happen as well, focusing on music. And some of them, if they put themselves out there, they could be part of the writing camps, like we did with the Milk and Cookies. After Milk and Cookies, we had a writing camp. The songs are coming out, so we have tangible things. We're not there to tick the box. We're not there to say, but we did an event in Atlanta. We are there to say we did an event in Atlanta and here are the results.
Oh, I love that. Now I have to let you go, seriously. How do I get involved if I'm a creative and I want to plug into this thing? Is it too late? Can I still hit somewhere up? Where can I find you and get involved?
The biggest thing is to say, connect with your Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. Go knock on their doors because we are talking to them to send a delegation. But most of everything that you need to know, go to our social media, Macy 2026, and also Mzansi Atlanta Creative Industry Expo on Facebook. And also, you can reach out to me on Instagram and Facebook, Veronica Mudieleng, V Mudieleng.
All right, I love it. Oh, that's where we leave it. It's truly, truly incredible. It's the Mzansi Atlanta Creative Industry Expo, bridging the gap between African artists and the diaspora at large. I think incredible initiative that is at hand here. And if you want to get involved, you heard yourself from V on how you can do that. We're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, we're having a very, very serious chat about cyberbullying and disability stigma. You don't want to go anywhere. It's Trendz Live. Stick around. You're still watching Trendz Live on SABC. Now, onto something educational. Tonight, we're tackling two issues that touch way more people than most of us care to realize: cyberbullying and disability stigma. Whilst online spaces connect us, they can also be where harassment spreads fast and where old stereotypes about disability get a new life. The goal today isn't just to point out the problems, but it's to understand them and figure out what actually helps. I'm joined in studio this evening by Seabelo Mabitsela, a South African youth leader, global youth ambassador, entrepreneur, and disability rights advocate focused on advancing inclusive education and youth empowerment. As the founder and chief executive officer of Youth Disability Talk Out, he leads a youth-driven, disability-led organization committed to breaking stigma and building inclusive communities. Sir, welcome to Trendz Live.
No, thank you for having me. Such an honor,
Yeah.
Really appreciate it, man.
Oh man. Listen, let's chat about it, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's chat about cyberbullying on a day-to-day basis. Chat to us about what that looks like, because a lot of people just think it's just mean comments and it's just, let's chat about what cyberbullying looks like on a day-to-day basis.
No, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Seabelo Mabitsela, Global Youth Ambassador, ranked 4,200 in Crunchbase in Tech Innovation.
Okay.
And I'm a Global Youth Ambassador of HDG 4 and a leader. So coming to your question, it's more of cyberbullying. It's an unlawful act in a manner where people discriminate each other with the use of digital products. And within the rate of 15.56% of the youth are actually victims that get influenced towards it. So cyberbullying at large is just discrimination and people putting each other down bad within the spectrum of just internet.
What does that look like, Seabelo? Is it just me saying, oh, you talk funny? Or is it me saying, oh, your eye looks a bit funny? Like, what does it look like on a day-to-day?
On a day-to-day, it's literally that thing that where as the youth, we tend to deprive the act of utilizing social media in a good manner. You understand? Also now with the interception of AI, like mocking each other, your acts of now utilizing images and sharing without consent, actually those are violation of acts of cyberbullying being prohibited by the youth. And when I say the youth, it's more that we centered in the 21st century where literally cyberbullying is even a norm because we're even depriving the concept of literally utilizing content in the right manner. So cyberbullying is just that act, you know, on a day-to-day, it's something like that.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned that because the big pandemic also recently was this AI image sharing.
Most definitely.
But let's go back now to disability, right?
Yes,
because
sir.
a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about disability. What are some of the common assumptions that people make about disability that's just flat out wrong?
Most definitely. So the mass vast tend to put disability as act of a quality that does not have a voice. They tend to conceptualize it in a manner where if you have a disability, then you're not considered as a stat. And they're getting it confused because of we are all unique in our own manner, made in God's image, you understand? And people should know that your disability is your ability. Your disability is not your inability.
I love that. Talk to us about then how bystanders or ordinary people like me and you can make things better or worse. What's the difference between I'm helping, then I'm adding fuel to the fire?
That is so true. Bystanders, if you actually look at it, they are the main people who drive cyberbullying from the front end and back end. If you really want to help, it's more of report the incident. Right? Reporting is the first thing that we see within guidelines, whether it's online or physical. Then secondly, support the victim within the act of actually finding out what happened. And thirdly, it's more that reach out towards these certain platforms in order to amplify the voice or the matter in a nutshell. Yes, sir.
I love that. Let's go now to somebody who is targeted right now. Say I'm watching and I feel targeted. I'm targeted as somebody who's living with a disability or I'm being cyberbullied. What are some of the steps, concrete steps that they can take, to protect themselves?
Yeah. So coming to the concrete steps, right? It's more of DRR.
Okay.
Not Democratic Republic of Congo. No, not that one. So let me step into it. So it's documentation. These certain acts need evidence, evidently. So if you have enough evidence, we can take your matter towards consideration, right? Then secondly, it's more of within the incident, it's you recall the matter with certain procedures, like utilizing towards your guidelines. And thirdly, it's more that consult within the act of the Cyber Crimes Act, right? And also the Harassment Act, right? Because of now, we should promote also the act of the PEPUD, which is Promotion of Equality, Prevention of Discrimination Act. That's where the steps you can take them. Those three.
Okay.
Most definitely.
All right. I like that. Before I let you go, Seabelo, if someone is watching right now, because your organization does incredible work, Youth Disability Talk Out. If I want to get involved, become an ally, and just be active towards making the space a better place, how can I do that? Where can we reach you?
Becoming an ally only requires one thing, right? We say the knowledge of empowerment starts within. If you are educated towards being aware, you're already an ally because you're contributing towards the steps of what? Knowledge. And we are a company that gives those services. So the ally is more that be engageful towards these conversations and don't be ignorant because we are the youth and the youth thoughts today.
Ah, man, that's incredible. Seabelo, thank you so much for the work that you do. I think it's truly, truly incredible. We wish you all the best. We wish you success. And may you never grow tired of getting out into the spaces and just making a positive impact. It truly is incredible.
Most definitely.
Ah, man, that's Mr. Seabelo Mabitsela from the Youth Disability Talk Out organization, chatting about how we can take steps towards making the place that we live in, this country, this world, a better place. Now, onto this. A change in season signals more than just a new wardrobe or a shift in our diets. As the air turns breezy, our choice of scent must also adapt. We sat down with a perfume enthusiast to explore the world of autumn-winter fragrances and discover the secrets to making your signature scents last all day. Have a look.
Fragrance is often seen as the invisible accessory, but according to perfume enthusiasts, it is a layer that completes an outfit. As seasons change with Mzansi now officially in autumn, so does perfume scents. To uncover the chemistry of the cold, we sat down with CEO of a perfume brand Seabelo Mabitsela to explore the journey of a fragrance, from its scientific inception to the high heat precision of the distillery.
With the perfume, it's not necessarily about the season, even just occasions. You need to have a perfume to go to work. You cannot be smelling the same as if you're going out now on events. So a perfume, you need to understand that you need to have different scents to cover different events and of course seasons as well. So definitely in winter, you are looking for something, it's already cold. So you are looking for something that can, enhance that coldness. So you're looking for something rich, something stronger, because as we know in winter, we'll be wearing different clothing, jackets and, hoodie and scarves. So you need something that can stand out.
Mureki broke down why the change of season demands a change in scent and what cold air does to different scent combinations.
It's definitely highly recommendable that you wear something that can accommodate that season. So we're looking for something that has your vanilla. Vanilla is very warm, it's very rich, and it is one of those, it gives you that warmness, just the, how it's been, blended in. Definitely, you look into different spices as well, and also we call them essential oils. So a lot of our perfumes, yes, they do have, but you look into, the ones that with strong essential oils that will blend in, different spices like your cinnamons, so that they can give you that, oomph in the winter season.
But it's not just about what you spray, it's about how. We learned the professional secrets to making your fragrance last through the biting wind and heavy layers of knitwear.
We want to be smelling good longer. So a perfume is something that is not just by just spraying 1 and 2 and you leave. You need to really use your perfume. You put it by the hands, by your neck, even on your hair. Because the hair, remember, it will keep that scent longer. And as you are moving, people will be feeling it. Even sometimes, even behind your knees, that's where you also put it, because as you're walking, smelling good, it gives you that confidence. It makes you feel like, what, I can just walk into an interview and people will see that I've taken myself serious. So there's a whole lot of elements that gives you, remember when you've got this confidence, it really, really makes you to be more comfortable, So we always say, the other advisables, if it should last longer, layer perfumes. Don't only use one perfume. When it gets to your body, it might be different, because remember, we don't take the same water, quantity, So how your body is dehydrated also matters to the lasting impact of the perfume. How you nurture your skin as well. That's why they will also advise you to say, applying Vaseline. It will also makes because your skin will be more moistured. That's now how your perfume will stay longer on you. But we always advise people to say, smell good. Don't smell a specific perfume. So for them to also last longer, mix the perfumes.
As it turns out, colder seasons like autumn and winter are not just about the fashion we wear or the food we crave. They are also about the mood we create. This autumn-winter season, let your scent do the talking and tackle those frosty days with a little extra scientific soul.
Let your scent do the talking for real. On to this now. It's South Africa's most recognizable show with characters and storylines that have become part of everyday conversation. But what viewers see on the screen is only a little part of the story. We stepped into the world behind the cameras to see how it all comes together. From the writing to the styling to the final take on set, have a look at Inside Skeem Saam.
Look, I just feel like this is the next stage of my life.
For over a decade, Skeem Saam has captivated millions of viewers in primetime on one of SABC's most loved platforms. But in an era of short-form content and shrinking attention span, how has it remained so compelling? We went behind the scenes to uncover the magic and see how your favorite characters are brought to life. From wardrobe to writers' rooms and onto the studio floor, we explored the Henley facilities where it all comes together.
We currently have the build-up to a wedding, big wedding. So the viewer gets to see that and plan with us and go through the preparations of that with us. And then we also have a continuous drug story whereby we continue to follow this character who is currently dealing with drug addiction. So we're seeing that to the end. And then we also have the return of a character who comes back and causes a stir in the community of TEF. And then we also have a stranger, somebody we don't know, we've never seen before, and they come to TEF in search of someone and something. So yeah, those are our current storylines and some that are still coming, but we've planted seeds.
We stepped into the wardrobe department where characters' identity is stitched together one look at a time.
As you can see behind me, we've got all the rails of different characters. Next to me, I have rail of John Maputla, which is our professor in the show, with the son Leeto Maputla. As we all know that the style that they wear on the show, John Maputla is our professor. He's always in formal stuff. He's always in suits. Then Leeto, we know the story. As the story goes on, he ended up being Bazaruto's owner.
Please tell us a bit about your character.
Okay, my name is Sam Shali. I play the character of Phumulo Maphosa. So Phumulo Maphosa and Lehasa Maphosa are related by blood. Phumulo Maphosa is the uncle to Lehasa Maphosa. And Phumulo Maphosa is a very loving man to his family. He will do anything to protect and defend his family.
Please get into character for us. Your character is about to deliver a line about this bad thing they're about to do to protect their family. How would they do it? Well, how would they say, I'm about to do something horrible to protect my family?
I'll kill you.
That's a good face. So you're like a very calm killer.
Yeah, I'll eat your heart out.
Moving fast. No, like you said,
I love the fact that it's so different from who I am. It's a very strong character, a character that's really been through a lot, through many relationships, I have to say myself, and I'm proud of that. But all those relationships came with such big lessons. You know, the one relationship that I can talk about was one that I had with a police officer named Babele, which is a very toxic relationship, but so many lessons to be learned from that, and in just the difference between a healthy relationship and a toxic relationships, knowing when to leave and when to stay.
Every detail works together to keep audiences coming back, a true statement to the power of storytelling.
Salima,
Oh man, I love me some Skeem Saam. Listen, we're gonna take a quick ad break. It's more of Trendz Live when we return. Stick around. Trendz live on SABC. Now, listen, there's been a lot of debate about the state of hip-hop, but this past weekend in Johannesburg, the genre made a strong case for its relevance. This past weekend showcased both high-energy performance and deeper storytelling, highlighting the range within the culture. Rather than fading out, the sound proved it's still evolving and still commanding attention. Have a look.
Is hip-hop dead? This is the question that's been echoing across timelines and conversations. But if this past weekend is anything to go by, South African hip-hop is very much alive. The conversation, however, should be less about whether hip-hop is dying and more about what it's becoming. Critics argue that the focus has shifted from lyricism to vibes, from storytelling to streaming numbers. While others believe hip-hop is doing what it has always done, changing with the times, making space for new sounds and reflecting a new generation. The evolution of hip-hop is here, and that evolution was on full display this past weekend at Constitution Hill in Johannesburg. Crowds gathered for a newly introduced vibe titled Resistance Festival, a brand new cultural event rooted in music, youth expression, and creative freedom. Launched as an extension of the iconic Back to the City festival, the festival set out to celebrate identity and storytelling through hip-hop, and it delivered flawlessly. From the moment you step into the venue, the energy was undeniable. The lineup brought together some of the biggest names in the game, including Casper Nyovest, Kane Keed, Blackie, and so much more, each commanding the stage with performances that kept the momentum going throughout the day. But it wasn't just about star power. The festival also leaned into the essence of hip-hop, storytelling, and lyricism. Artists like Stogie T, Maglera Dope Boy, Youngster CPT brought depth and substance, reminding audiences why hip-hop remains such a powerful voice. What we couldn't deny was how deliberate the festival was about the fusion of generations. Legends and rising stars gathered under the banner of hip-hop, a space where different eras of hip-hop could exist together. So maybe the question isn't whether hip-hop is dead, but whether we're open to what it's becoming. Because right now, it's louder, more diverse, and more united than ever before.
Louder and more united than ever before, indeed. Now, the Midlands introduced a picturesque scenic escape with its swing set on the lush greenery, perfect for that Insta-worthy moment. If you are traveling, then I think that this is something for you. Have a look.
The Midlands is an absolutely spectacular place, and one of the most gorgeous destinations we found is a place called Pleasant Places. So come with me on this amazing adventure. Right in the middle of some scenic magic lies a swing that makes women feel superb. A calm space that allows one to just bask in the fresh and rejuvenating air. Tucked away in the beauty of triumph, wearing a flying dress, there is nothing quite like this view. The Mbali swing at Pleasant Places in KZN Midlands Meander is a popular, scenic and luxurious experience that offers a peaceful, panoramic setting. Perfect for photo shoots, relaxing and an escape from real-life realities. I got to sit down with the co-owner of this phenomenal space, Masana Sangweni, on the significance of it.
We established Pleasant Places in 2022, and why this place, I always say it's God's grace, because as much as we're looking for a guest house, we're looking for a home in the beginning, and then we started looking for a guest house. I didn't know that this is what would be. So honestly, it's God's grace. It's a pleasant place because God brought me here. That's why this place specifically. But the Midlands in general has always been a place of escape from the hustle and bustle of the city life of Joburg. Like, we used to travel to the Midlands so often with my family that we fell in love with the place, and it was like, this is the place where I would like to have my guest house. Pleasant Places is a place where you feel like you belong from the moment you say, hi, I'm looking for a place to stay. We make you feel at home from that moment. And our mission has always been that you arrive as a guest, live as a friend, and come back as family.
One of the things about this particular town is the food culture and the warmness of the people. A good meal in the Midlands is most certainly a big deal. Chef Yamkela has prepared something special for us, and he touches briefly on it.
We have grilled beef steak with sweet potato mash, baby corn, baby carrots, and some pan-seed broccoli stems. Enjoy, bon appetit.
The Midlands is a year-round destination, and some popular times include autumn for the changing leaves and summer for lake activities. Certainly a stunning, tranquil region known for its rolling green hills, majestic Drakensberg views and misty countryside charm. Pleasant Places is indeed top tier. Oh, what a wonderful time it's been out here. Definitely a worthwhile experience.
What a wonderful time it looks like indeed. Now, a new fitness culture is taking over in South Africa where the running clubs rather are becoming more than just exercise. They have become social spaces and community builders. In Johannesburg, Vault Strength Club is at the center of the movement, growing from a casual run among friends into a fast-rising collective. Have a look at what the hype is all about.
A new fitness culture is taking over South Africa, and it's not just about staying in shape, it's also becoming the place to socialize, and for some, even find love. From early morning runs to high-energy training sessions, 2026 is the year of the hybrid athlete, with global fitness trends gaining traction and young people trading late nights for early starts and meaningful connections. At the center of this movement in Johannesburg is Vault Strength Club, a fast-growing collective that's turning fitness into both a lifestyle and a social hub. Founded by Tebogo Mahanye, what began as a casual Saturday run amongst friends has grown into a community of hundreds, with thousands more following online. But beyond the workouts, it's the vibe that keeps people coming back. Members aren't just running side by side, they're forming friendships and building networks. The club has also attracted major attention, hosting a run with international rapper Gunna, a moment that further cemented its status as one of the coolest spaces to be in the city right now. Vault Strength Club is about showing up, whether that means pushing from 3 kilometers to 10 kilometers, improving your mental health, or simply finding your tribe. With its signature all-black style and focus on representation, it reflects a new generation of fitness culture that is expressive and inclusive. And as more South Africans lace up their running shoes, it's clear these running clubs are redefining how people connect, unwind, and show up for themselves.
For the very last time this evening, welcome back to Trendz Live. Listen, the biggest music event on the entertainment calendar is just a few days away. I'm talking about the Metro FM Music Awards. So exciting. Listen, remember, you can vote, and voting closes tomorrow, the 19th of April, 2026. You can cast your vote by dialing star 120 star 45787 hash. That's star 120 star 45787 hash at 150 per minute, or you can head online to www.metrofmmusicawards.co.za for more information. Don't miss your chance to rally behind your favorites and be part of the moment that everybody will be talking about. Stay tuned to Trendz Live and stay voting, and we will see you at the Metro FM Music Awards 2026 at Durban ICC on the 25th of April. Now, speaking of the Metro FM Music Awards, Grammy-winning producer Zakes Bantwini is stepping into a major new role as music director for the 20th edition of the show. It's set to curate a show to celebrate and evolve the sound of South African music. At the same time, he's taking his influence global. He's reworking the classic Desert Rose with Sting into a fresh Afro House remix, true Zakes Bantwini style. Have a look.
Grammy Award-winning producer Zakes Bantwini is taking center stage at one of South Africa's biggest nights in music, stepping in as music director for the 20th Metro FM Music Awards 2026. With this year's theme, icon-inspired music excellence, Bantwini is curating more than just performances. He's crafting a full musical journey, one that honors the past while celebrating the evolution of South African sound. Describing the role as a responsibility rather than an opportunity, the Durban-based artist says every moment in the show has been carefully designed to tell a story, with each transition and arrangement reflecting the depth and diversity of local music culture. Born in KwaMashu and shaped by Durban's vibrant creative scene, Bantwini has spent over 2 decades building a career that blends local identity with global appeal. From chart-topping hits like Osama to Grammy-winning success, he's become one of the country's most influential musical exports. And now he's bringing that same vision on one of the country's biggest stages. At the same time, Bantwini is making waves internationally, teaming up with global icon Sting to reimagine the classic Desert Rose. Originally released in 1999 with Algerian star Sheb Mami, the track became a global phenomenon and now returns with a fresh, distinctly African pulse. Reworked through the rhythms of Afro House, the remix introduces it to a new generation of listeners. From directing the sound of the metros to reshaping an international hit, Zakes Bantwini continues to push boundaries, proving that South African music isn't just a part of the global conversation, it's helping lead it.
If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. 25th of April 2026 at Durban ICC, we will be there. To wrap things up this evening, if your idea of a perfect Sunday includes good music, great food and a touch of vintage flair, then this next experience just might be exactly what you are looking for. Have a look.
They pull up in style, in vintage wheels that never fail to make a statement. Sunday arrives with a sense of occasion as classic elegance meets a curated lifestyle experience. Here, Sundays are reimagined as a fusion of fashion, food, and smooth jazz brings people together to celebrate the week that was.
Today's event is our first Liquid Jazz Sunday, and our Liquid Jazz Sundays going forward will be every 4th Sunday of the month. We'll either have a live band or we'll have a single person who plays and sings, but it's going to be dedicated to jazz and celebrating the jazz music. Now, I grew up in the township. Jazz was a Sunday thing. We played R&B, smooth R&B in the morning, and we did jazz in the afternoon. So yes, we are celebrating an African thing that's been happening for years. I'm a car enthusiast. I love fast cars, I love vintage cars. When I heard that the Soweto Vintage Car Club has all of these vehicles that take me back to my youth, I know the Chevy 4.1 or the 41 as we used to call it in Katlehong. Cars like that, you don't find them on the road that often anymore. So yes, I love cars, I love jazz, and I love having people over to our restaurant to come and celebrate with us.
It's a space where polished chrome and timeless design set the tone, transforming an ordinary afternoon into something unforgettable. Live music fills the space, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere.
Classic cars are like art pieces, and art goes together with music. And today we've gathered here to celebrate a beautiful day, sunny day, and with good food, good music, good entertainment. And of course here at Doppio Zero, where we get to chill with friends and enjoy ourselves.
It's a 1974 Mercedes-Benz. They come in a W115 or W114. They come in a 220. Yeah, and also they were used as an executive cars. All of them we've kept them since from 1974 up to now.
While food is part of the experience, it's not the only highlight. Fashion ruled the day.
This is the first time I will see the audience really digging into our music. Yeah, on this in this venue. Yeah, I've been coming here for a while, but today is different. Today is happy. It's is epic. The crowd, they are vibrant, you know, and they are responding to, you know, every line of the music. They're enjoying it. I can also, you know, I can feel, you know, what they are feeling also. I'm tapping into that to, you know, this band consists of, you know, different people from different countries.
I love music, and yeah, you know, it's just beautiful music for a Sunday afternoon. I love hats, but I don't regularly wear them. I mean, we do so much with our heads, you know, our hairs and all that. So, but I've got quite a range of hats. This one, I actually bought this in California. I think it was in Berkeley. There's a shop that I'm obsessed with. You know, every time I'm in California, I have to get a hat, you know. So this was bought there a couple of years ago. And nothing serious, you know, sometimes it's just to cover what's underneath.
Owner has turned the space into a moving gallery of heritage and design.
That's it for this evening. Until next time, I'm Nidisi, but you can call me Mne. Au revoir. Bye-bye.